This video is being brought to you by Cutting Edge Gamer. If you upgrade graphics cards often, Cutting Edge Gamer is the perfect option for you. Lease the newest graphics cards on the market, such as Nvidia's RTX 20 series, for a low monthly payment. Click the affiliate link below in the description to find out more.
Skip it up and that up. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, in case you didn't know, or maybe you're a new subscriber and you didn't know. And I'm doing a really strange video. I am unboxing, I believe this is the original Model Wii from 2006 that I found by a mom and pop shop around me, which in normal circumstances I would give a huge shout out, but their customer service was god awful. I will actually explain to you now what happened. So, weeks ago I went into this shop and things didn't look good. There was people sitting around eating lunch that worked there and ignoring everyone else that was shopping in the store. But I saw this new Wii, not new, but it's a boxed Wii. And I was like, that's interesting, an old school boxed Wii. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the Wii, and I'll explain why in a couple minutes. That's besides the point right now. But I went back a couple weeks later. I'm like, you know what? This would make for a great unboxing video. It would give me a chance to give the Wii a second chance, because I've told you in the past before, I'm not a huge fan of this system. So what the hell? I'll get it. Well, I go to walk into the store, and every single employee was outside smoking. That in and of itself isn't a big deal. Look, I've worked in retail before. There's down times and people would go out for smoke breaks. Not the end of the world. But when a customer would walk into the store, the people who were working there that were outside smoking always would stop, or one of them would stop, to go help the customer. If for no other reason, there may be shoplifters. They may be shoplifting. If you're outside, you can't see what the hell they're doing. But here I was in this store probably for at least 5 minutes, and I'm probably being conservative. It was more like 10, while they were out having a smoke break, and no one was there to help me. I had to wait for like 10 minutes to get help. And I wasn't going to make a scene and go out there and be like, hey, come help me. It was absolutely horrendous. If you follow me on Twitter, you saw me actually post a video of me waiting at the counter to get help, trying to buy this, and no one came into the store. That is the worst way to run a business. That is god-awful customer service. And they're lucky I am not 2013 Rich, because 2013 Rich would have called them out and named the business, but now I will not do that. But anyway, I got this Wii from there. They said it's refurbished. I don't have high hopes on that. And they said, oh, you know, you have 30 days if there's an issue with it. So I'm like, fine, you have the 30 days. I've seen their other refurbished products. I don't have high hopes for the condition of this, but who knows, I might be surprised. Maybe it was a Wii that was never used, because most people don't end up keeping the box. So, yeah. Anyway, let's crack this open and see what's inside. Nice thin cellophane plastic. Put that on the ground. I'll have Evil Rich pick that up later, since he made a mess with the Xbox One S All Digital Edition. Why would... Just simple things like this. This is how they pack the outside of the box. Look at that. That's how it was sealed. If they can't get that right, what the hell are we in store for with this system? So let's find out. Oh boy. Okay. So, this is what I wish. Next time I do an unboxing, I will have the top cam. Oh. Okay. This don't look that bad. You want to know how I know this wasn't really used? The first thing always that happens to these analogs on the nunchucks is they turn yellow from dirt and age. This couldn't have, someone probably just had this sitting in their like closet somewhere and not use it. Okay, so let's see. Got a copy of Wii. Is it still sealed? Wait a second. This is a, wait, no, can't be. Okay, no, they put another piece of tape on. Okay, let's see what shape the disc is in. Do I have a scissor here? Yes. Not a scissor, I have a butter knife. Everyone was like getting skittish when I used the box cutter knife, and they were like, "Oh, Rich, you almost cut yourself a couple times." So I'm now using a butter knife because I know I'm spastic. I know. I don't like this case. What shape is the disc in? It's all right. I could probably wipe it a little bit. It's got a little couple scuffs on it. Doesn't look like it looks like it'll work okay. So we got Wii Sports here. I loved this initially when I first tried it. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the story. So my first experience with the Wii goes back to 2007. That's when I got back into gaming. I've talked about that story before. I got money back in the day, and I was like, you know what? I had a little extra money because I paid some bills. And I'm like, I'm going to go get a 360. And I fell in love with the 360. I fell in love with Gears of War, and I played the demo of Dead Rising. Almost couldn't think of it. My brother was young back then. He called it the zombie game. And I had my ex at the time, who wasn't my ex. I was like, I was all into gaming. I was really hyped because the 360 really got me back into gaming. And I was like, you know what? Let's get one of these Wiis. I think I actually said one of these Wiis too. So we go to a GameStop, and I was there with her, and they had a used Wii. And I think that's all they had. They didn't have a new one in stock. And it was like $50 off though. So I'm like, used Wii, used console from GameStop. And the guy behind the counter, I forgot his name now, but he was really cool. He's like, Rich, I'm telling you though, this, I know it's used, but the person who bought this, like, tried it once and brought it back. Okay? It's new. It just doesn't have the box. It's mint, and you're saving money. If you want one, we don't have any other ones in stock. Get this one, and you're saving money, and it's like you got a new one anyway. So I was like, all right, fine. I trusted the guy. It was mint. There wasn't a scuff on it. Wasn't a scratch on the disc. It was on the Wii Sports disc. It was in perfect shape. And in the beginning, I had a lot of fun with it, but then I tried the other motion games, and I'm just sitting there like, this whole motion control thing, I just got over it. And I started to really dislike the Wii. Now, there were great games for it, like Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, the Zelda games, Smash Brothers, and I remember Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth was phenomenal. There were tons of games on the eShop too. And there were countless other great games for the Wii. But I still feel like the majority of the games, you had a lot of companies just trying to cash in on the motion control gimmick, including Nintendo. And it just kind of hurt the system. And it kind of hurt Nintendo's business model for quite a while, too. Because they thought they found their cash cow with this casual market. And Nintendo went downhill for quite a bit, and they finally made a huge comeback with the Switch. But I could already hear the people getting defensive, and the Wii fanboys going, Rich, you know what you're talking about? The Wii was such a fantastic system. There was a great game for it. Yes, there was. But just think back. Look at flashbacks of the 2008 E3 press conference from Nintendo, and tell me they didn't lose their way at that point. While you're doing that, I will eat a cucumber. Enjoy.
They're so cool. Alright, make me look good now. Alright. Yes! Alright!
Man, that is a nice cucumber. It's better than the other one I had when I unboxed the X1 Box 1S. It's like a fruity flavor.
Wow. Oh. You really like that throttle, don't you, Reggie? Yeah, I like that. Let me introduce you to Wii Sports.
That's way too much cucumber. But you get my point. You saw the highlights from 2008. It was all about friggin' motion controls, man. And then when Nintendo made the Wii U, they tried to carry on. They tried to be a hardcore gaming system and bring the motion controls, and they didn't know what to do with the Wii U. I actually like the Wii U better as a system. Who knows? Maybe I might change my mind and go back to the Wii now and love it. But the Wii U was a good system with poor marketing, and it was just a confused business model. And they should have not named it the Wii U. People thought it was an add-on to this console for years, even after the Wii U was released. And I'm telling you, this console, even though it sold great, made Nintendo lose their way for a while. But now they're definitely back with the Switch. But anyway, I'll shut up. Let's continue unboxing. Wii motion bar, so it could actually pick up the Wiimote, the infrared from the Wiimote. The cord on this thing is super long but super thin. Be gentle with it. The cord, that is. Composite cables. Yeah, hey, composite, but I'm not going to use composite. What I actually got, and this is on Amazon, is the Wii to HDMI converter, because the Wii also supports component output, and this actually converts that to HDMI along with audio, and you can hook it up to your modern HD TV and it'll look super clear, supposedly. I got this, it almost has 350 reviews on Amazon. I'll have an Amazon affiliate link to it below in the description. It's only $9.99 US dollars, or 10 bucks. Metal Jesus, actually, that's how I initially found it a while ago. Metal Jesus Rocks had it in one of his Wii YouTube videos. I actually had another one of these at my old place and I never ended up using it and I lost it. But I'm glad I got it again, and I hear good things about it. So I'll unbox that too after I finish up the rest of the system. This is the stand for the Wii to keep it stable. You hold the Wii vertically in there. I'll show that in a minute, which I like that they give you that solid stand like that. Sony and Microsoft with the PS3, 360, PS4. No, Xbox One, they do give a stand. They do give a stand with the Xbox One. Excuse me. This is to stick your Wii sensor bar, I do believe. I'm not sure. And here is, let me see. I believe, yes, no. I'll have to figure that out. I'm not too sure what this is. I didn't even know this was going to be in there, else I would have looked first, and I have no idea what it is. Maybe my editor could put it like right here below, because I don't know. Nothing else in there. Now, here we go. This is where things get real. This is the Wiimote. This is where most of the action happened. You have the infrared in front, which this sensor bar picks up. That's how you can control things on the screen. Yeah, this looks in really good. There's a couple, a little bit of stickiness and smudges on it. Not too bad though. No real scratches or anything. You can see there. Probably looks even better. That feels good. How do all the buttons feel? They feel good. Not too much wear and tear. Some schmool in the home button. I'll have to open this up and clean it. Was there? Torque screws. I have those. Okay. This is when I like when you refurbish something. You refurbish it. At least wipe it. At least wipe it. Oh, come on, man. A Q-tip and a little bit of ambition. For Christ's sake. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that myself right now. So it's going to drive me up a wall. Some denatured alcohol. Stick it in here. Hey, gee, look, 2 minutes later, and I have a much cleaner controller. This is how you refurbish something. You're lucky I'm a much nicer guy than I used to be. I used to call out companies all the time. I don't do that anymore because it's like night and day. I got rid of all the most of the dirt on it in 2 minutes. I'm still going to open this thing up because Lord knows what's hiding inside of it, but you couldn't have even done that. What bothers me, I know I'm going off on a rant right now. You're saying that you're refurbishing things and you're not refurbishing them. You're lying. You're lying. There should not be. It would take 10 minutes even to open up this controller and make sure it's perfectly clean. Or at least do what I did. Take the 2 minutes to make sure, aesthetically it looks okay. Then why are mom and pop shops going out of business? Because, not that GameStop, well, not that corporate stores give great customer service, but you get my point though. If you go the extra mile, give people a reason to go to you instead of going to Best Buy or GameStop or other places. They'll be willing to spend more money and they'd be willing to go to you instead of these big corporate stores if you give them a proper product, even if it's more expensive, and you give them better customer service. Rant done. Anyway, buttons feel okay. We'll get back to that in a minute. Power brick here. Nintendo was also rocking a Power Brick in the 7th generation. A little scratch on the feet of the Power Brick. Who cares? Actually, the cords look like they're in good shape. No scratches or scuffs, or like it looks like they were pinched anywhere. Sometimes when people get them pinched onto furniture, you can see like the plastic on the outside of the electrical cords pushed down. I'm not seeing it. This looks like it's almost new, minus some scuffs on the feet, but it's a Power Brick. Who cares? Now the main event. Hopefully, I don't have the same problem that Modern Vintage Gamer has had on with his refurbished Wii. I love that guy. Go check out his YouTube channel. I'll have a link to it in the description, which probably means I'll forget. Someone will have to remind me in the comments, and then I'll put the link. But I love his channel. Anyway, we got a Wii here. How does this Wii look? Oh boy. Oh boy. We aren't off to a good start here. For one thing, if you look in the front, the felt. Now that may not be a big deal. The felt where the game's going is kind of like pushed up. If it plays a disc, let's plug it in and find out. If it plays a disc, okay. As I put it upside down in the stand, it's all that matters to me. But I'm having concerns. Let's make sure all the ports on top, they're good. We got our GameCube ports on here. This is the OG Wii, so that's good. We got, how's the sync button feel? Reset button feels good. Power button feels good. Eject button feels good. They're all clicky. Yes, all clicky. All right, so we have power. Light came on. Will it accept a disc? It does. Mechanism sounds nice and quiet. Not a fan of that felt being all messed up, but I guess that's something. I mean, you got to think now, these systems, especially this looks like it's a launch Wii, or at least could be 12 years old, man, 13 years old. But it sounds good. I don't really want to move this. Feeling air coming out of the fan in the back. Okay. I guess I could deal with that. We'll pop the disc out. Sounds fine. Okay, I'm happy. Well, not happy, but I'll take it. It's not the worst thing that could happen. The eject, I think it was the Modern Vintage Gamer whose either eject button didn't work or power button. I'm just thinking of this now, but I know like he got it refurbished from GameStop, who you'd think a large corporation would have more manpower to properly refurbish things. He had to actually go in there and fix it himself. So I'm not having that problem. Everything seems to be pretty good. So this ended up being better. I had much worse expectations for this from the rest of that anonymous place's reputation and the other experiences I had with them. There were some games that I purchased from this anonymous place that were supposed to be cleaned and tested that had, why am I looking like Dr. Evil right now? $1 million. Anyway, these games were supposed to be cleaned and tested. I ended up just to make sure I cleaned the pins, and there were more color. I used denatured alcohol. There were more colors that came off the Q-tips than there are in a rainbow. That's not cleaned and tested. And it was like heavy dirt. So obviously someone didn't clean them. They're straight up lying that they're refurbishing their stuff. So, all right, we got a Wii here. I'll show you some of the games I got. We'll take a look at this Wii to HDMI converter. I do have some brand new Wii Motion Plus third-party brand controllers coming today. I may do another video on those, but let's check out the games I got. I got Super Mario Galaxy, the first one coming in the mail. I don't have that yet. And then that'll be a wrap. All right, so games that I picked up that I actually remember enjoying back in the day for the Wii was I got new Super Mario Brothers Wii. Yes, it's from GameStop, and yes, it didn't come in the original case. A lot of the games that GameStop has now for the Wii aren't that great anymore. They're kind of like the shovelware titles, so the good ones, so long as the disc is in decent condition, which I believe this one was. I checked it before. Yeah, it has smudges on it, but I can just wipe it off. There's no scratches. So I got that. That's a good fun game to play. Looking forward to playing that. Excite Truck, I remember this pleasantly surprising me back in the day. Really fun game, really an excellent racing game, and it utilized the motion controls of the Wii really well. I remember being pleasantly like, man, if there's a lot more motion control games coming like this, then maybe I could get on board with the motion controls. I remember thinking that, but Excite Truck, remember playing this back in the day. It was fun as hell. I'm hoping that it lives up today. Haven't tried it now in about 12 years, but I remember having a blast with this back in 07, man. Really good game. And I got Super Mario Galaxy 2 in a really, God, even their third-party case from GameStop looks like a dog chewed on it. But I believe I checked this game too. The disc is in decent condition. This is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Phenomenal game. Ooh. Hopefully it reads this disc. But anyway, that disc is a little rough. A little rough around the edges. We'll see what happens with that one. But it's Super Mario Galaxy 2. Super Mario Galaxy 1 is also phenomenal. May have to go bring that one back, though. That disc is kind of scratched up. So there is my retro unboxing of the original Nintendo Wii. Oh yeah, want to show you one other thing first. This is what the Wii to HDMI converter looks like. Almost was going to end the video. You plug this side into the console. This goes into your TV. And you're good to go. It will allow you to have analog audio out, but it also pumps out video and audio from HDMI. Just wanted to make sure that I read the directions first. So here you go. You plug this into the console, you plug the HDMI out into your TV, and it'll look crystal clear because it uses the component output connection of the Wii to convert it to HDMI or a digital signal. So I hear nothing but good things about this, and it's dirt cheap. The only thing I think I may have a concern with, let's take a look at the Wii again without dropping anything. Okay. Okay. All right. What I was concerned with this is that this is a lot of leverage, and then you're going to plug an HDMI cable into, but that's really firm in there. So I don't think it's going to cause any wear and tear to the AV output of the Wii over time. So, okay. We'll see how that works out. I'll probably make another video on that too. Man, that's in there tight. Okay. My concerns are now no longer exist because that's in there nice and tight, and having an HDMI cord in there won't put too much wear and tear, put too much weight on the AV output. So anyway, that has been my unboxing of the Nintendo Wii. If I brought you back to 2006, that kind of was the point. And maybe now I will have a different outlook on this system than I did back then, because I wasn't a big fan back then. Maybe having a Wii now in 2019 will change my mind. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Hey everybody, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the subscribe button. Also click the bell next to it to be notified of all of my uploads. And if you want to come check out my live streams, I have a second YouTube channel called RTU Streams where I'll be streaming there quite a bit starting in April. I'll have a link to that below in the description as well. Thank you for the continued support, and I'll see all of you in the next video.